field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Come on. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
50 the mic, 50 the mic. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. No, no, no. Off.
On second down, it's Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 49, check 49, check 49.
Shift.
Hey, 18.
Check the outreach. Check it back.
Red, come. Alert. Hey, Echo.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Josh Jones. And this will be a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
65.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Hey, alert. Hey, Alpha.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Check 13. Check 13.
Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
36.
First down, a run with Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On second and inches, Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second down now, it's Cohen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Blue. Watch the pass. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Switch. Check 52. Wide. Get wide. Yellow. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Shoot.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Sponge. No.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
25 to Mike. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky, and that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check tight end. Check tight.
Again, it's Trubisky. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight up. Through. Attack. Check three. Rush in. Save. Check. Crunch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tally. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow. 180. Hey, let's go. Rimway. Watch Twigs. Check.
On 3rd down, Tally. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Watch the air.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You got three down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Tally. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Room here to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Not today. Shit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 31. 43.
Now a give, right side. Tally. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Thunderbirds 23, Bears 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Watch the ship.
They'll run on 1st down. Tally, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tally, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here I come again.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky over the middle, complete. That's Fletcher. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. This is Cohen, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Kill.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shift.
Check 9. Check attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tally. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Trubisky to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Rip right. Go. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Red.
Here's Trubisky. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check three, check three. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the fourth.
Thunderbirds 30, Bears 28.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brought down back at the 32.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for our visitors, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I gotta change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes is going to find his running back. It's complete. Pushing his way through. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Here we go.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there. Bengal first.
A gain of 10 yards.
Come on, fellas.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Follow these two. All ready?
Target. Hey,
Now Mostert.
run.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got the artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle
the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying, we'll take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson up first down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bengals will get the football back. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's out to his running back, Michel. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mahomes firing complete, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
My 52. What's the run? No, check that. We got Mike 50.
Hey, 43, 15.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Now Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 57.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Check 26, check 26. Under team.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. On the crossing route, complete. That's Holt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yellow, yellow. 15. There's a little lady. Screen. Off the screen. Off the screen. Off the screen.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. He finds his man Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
What part of it went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Let's go, D. Big C. We got to step it up. Time go, time go. Through.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. Now he'll pull it down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Check three. Rush in. Set. Hey. Check, crunch. It's set.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And he will take this one home. It's a touch.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad, pesto.